Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. So last time we extended the main line down to Bognor Regis, completely forgotten where it was, and we also set up bus routes in all of the cities that had been connected up. So this time I'm going to carry on with the main line a bit further. We'll bring it through Atherstone and into Kendal. Now, thanks for that game. I want to have... There'll be two lines in Bognor Regis at the moment, so I want to have one line stop at Atherstone, and then that will carry on out to Bicester, while the other one comes... The main line carries on down towards Erith. So I think the best bet is going to be to build the station in Kendal first. The residential is sort of down here. And I'm thinking I need a station that has underground. That's a two layers, effectively. So probably just flexible will do it. On 2 tracks, 200 long. We're not quite in the 90s yet. Probably pause the game while I do this. I don't want this one to have transit tracks. Urban U, medium. We'll sort of be curving that way, because it will be placed sort of there, possibly a little tighter than that. Whether that's arguably too tight. And then I want 2 underground tracks, which are 200 meters long, and I want them to be not that angle. I don't understand how these angles work. I think sort of like that. It'd be ideal if I could have them on a radius, but I can't. So I think that's sort of what I want. Put the station there, and instantly I need to edit it because I want to have all of the roads available for use. One out here, one up here, and one over here. These ones can be a little more awkward to connect up, but I think that should do it. I've electrified the track. I don't know if that was the correct decision. I have electrified the main line here, so I guess it was. And then we need to sort of bring it out to make 4-track main line. And this is a hill, how helpful. So this is going to be going straight up. I need it to stay in a tunnel at the station at least. I don't really care what it does after that. You're going to play ball game, or you're going to be annoying. There we go. And sort of come out like this. And then what speed is the track on in the station? 64 and 0. Oh no, that's the platform. 64, 65. Okay then, so like keeping to that speed doesn't seem unreasonable. I will sort of bring it round there, and then they just need to come alongside each other. I go round this. Probably up like this is going to be the best way to do that. And now I'm on a bridge. How lovely. That's exactly what I wanted, game. Actually, it's not the worst. I managed to bring it over here on a viaduct. If I can get the other tracks to merge in, that would be ideal. Bring it down to there and then... Yeah, that looks like it works. Looks like it serves the purpose I want it to. It doesn't look terrible. Gives the nice differing altitudes into the station. So that line then needs to kind of curve up that way and cross towards Mr. But we'll do that later. Turn off the speed limits because they're really ugly. Then Atherstone is just going to have the one station with only the 2 platforms. Wow, this city has grown weirdly. Where's the residential? Down the bottom. If I put the station out here, then get all that road out of the way, all this out of the way. I want no underground tracks. I want a straight station. And I need it on a slope apparently. What slope do I need it on? That way? A bit more? Oh, I've got it on flat. Okay, sorry. Down. A bit less. A bit less still. There we go, that should do. And I have to try and do this. So that's like that. And then that is the 2 tracks we have going around the back. Now the other side we have 2 tracks, another track, and these are the 2 tracks we want to connect to. So that's where the main line goes. Because I for some reason didn't use the ultimate station thingamajig, which would have done that a lot easier. We do need to curve right quite quickly. When I say right, I mean left, obviously. These tracks are cut back now so they can come in and merge. That'll do. Now, I'm heading for a hill. So is the track down here that I'm trying to connect to. Yeah, that's what I wanted, isn't it? Oh, autosave, hello. You've come in at the time I'm trying to build a bridge, which isn't ideal, but to each their own. Oh, this really isn't working, is it? I'll come in from this side then. There we go. That worked. Now, it looks like I'm going to need a tunnel. And quite a long one at that. Well, that's fine. There's a hill. Therefore, there's a tunnel. It's a very expensive tunnel. And one that I don't really have the money for. But it's built. I'm going to have to play the game again, otherwise I'm not going to have any money left. Can't keep pausing the game. That looks terrible. I hate it when the track sort of merges outside the tunnel edge. I have to put the last bit of tunnel back in. After I've raised the terrain. Should work this time, hopefully. Yeah, just do that, sure. Then I go back in here and flatten the terrain with a high brush strength. Now it all looks fine. It still doesn't really look fine, there's that weird spike. Now it all looks fine. I'm sure it's fine on this side completely. Bring it round and into the station, so that's sorted. Then we just need to connect these tracks up to Regis, where we already have the lines out, and this road where the buses run, which is nice and helpful. and in the way, arguably, because that's ugly. Straight line, please, game. And there we go. Remove the middle track. Build that. Bring the road back through. That looks fine. And re-add the bus stop. Then just come in with the smoothing tool and level out the middle gap. And they're probably going to stay this far apart all the way down to Atherstone. Should I come into a slightly weird angle? Because I'd ideally like to sort of come along the road. Yes, I did do a bit of smoothing there by accident. I don't really know where the contours are here. I'll try and follow the height. So this will have to sort of bend left. And hello, down here, and you, and then we just have to, when we're done, delete the middle track. Staying on this height is going to be ideal. As it's coming up to this height. So it's a bit wiggly, but it looks cool. And it's following contours, which is historically accurate, I guess. There we go. And that. It's come down quite the slope there, but that's fine. Doesn't look like it should have, but it has. Because that's how this game works. Bring it through here. And then just down to here. So this track is going to come round. I'm going to have to put up that little mound, I think. And there we go, it connects up nicely. Bring all 5 tracks through. And the last one. And connect up the 2 mainline tracks. Remove the centre track that I don't need, that has nicely smoothed out the train for me. Which I have to remove in tiny chunks, which isn't ideal, but there we go. Oh no, we're not quite done, and I've accidentally used the wrong piece, so that's annoying. And back to the bulldozer. And there we go. Then turn off contours, come back in with the smoothing. Just for the last section. I probably won't connect this up with trains yet because it's not quite working. But like, there's no point to run the main line down to Kendal yet. However, what I might do just before the end of the episode is run the branch from Bognor Regis up to Dunstable. Alright, no, I might do that next time. I think. So I'll quickly go through and add in signals. That's something that's worth being done. Gonna have a lot of them, I expect. I've been thinking about how freight's going to work along here, and it's probably going to run along one of these pairs of lines. Whether that's the main line or the stopping line, I don't know. Probably the main line. Just because it allows them to avoid the platforms at Atherstone. But I may need some loops in places. And down. Then signals there. That's not really the middle of the station. And there. Then just before the tunnel. Just after the tunnel. I'd rather not have any in the tunnel, but that means they're quite far apart. It's about the same as that distance, it should be okay. After the bridge. When they've just split apart. And before the stations. The other thing, apart from just smoothing this bit out, the other thing I want to do is add in a junction somewhere in the 4-track section. So you can get from one pair to the other. And also reconnect across there, ideally. How's that going to look? It's not... He says it's not the worst, that bit of track. Could have been worse, but it could have been a lot better. There we go. That should be fine. Yeah, I probably want to put it here, I guess. Works quite well. The higher the speed on it I can get, the better. Now, what would be ideal is if I could get it to do that, but I doubt that's going to happen. So what I might have to do is accept that the reverse crossover is going to have to be over here. Which still works, so there we go. Now you can get between them. Right, play the game. So, thanks for watching. We've extended the main line, and I'll see you all next time. Autosave you back.